I really and truthfully think that we're ranked where we need to be. And if we're not ranked, I'm satisfied with that. Because in order to be successful, there are a number of ingredients, and one of which is for sure that attitude that you will fight and you'll compete. You don't want anybody to hand you anything. Because I think that as soon as you accept that, oh, I'm all that, or yeah, we're the #2 team in the nation, as a coach, I am totally aware of our strengths and weaknesses, and I can tell you that we were not, never were. That was based upon someone else's illusion, and I like the idea of fighting, and where we end up is going to be interesting. Maybe now I can get everybody's attention, and we can focus on becoming that team that was ranked as high as, in the top 5, and I still think that we possibly can, but we're not there yet.
Same kind of thing happened rankings-wise a couple years ago, and that team ended up in the national championship game. Mm-hmm. Are there similarities with this team compared to that one?
Let me say I think that team was a little more mature. The Scarlet Knights are famous for accepting a real tough schedule, and having demanding practices, going through everything, the psychological aspect of it, the competition that you're going to have in practice, and certainly getting tremendously better after the Christmas holidays. And we're generally beginning to get in stride in January. Probably February we're smooth, and March you just know that this is this is the NCAA team. I don't like to plan for that because that time, it doesn't have to be. It just is that it has always been, is the best way that I can say that. But to be honest with you, no, I don't think that this team is measuring up at this particular point. And I say that only because we really are truly young, and we've spent a lot of time just understanding the physical aspect of what we have to do, and then trying to deal with the mental aspect of it. And yet we probably have as much talent, but we're just not mentally there yet.
And a lot of that has to do with the number of freshmen who are trying to fit into their roles now, right?
It's a fine line. It's a real fine line because they want to please. They know the reputation and the history that precedes them. They have a lot of pride, and so they try to cover in a way. I just wish and hope that every day that we get to the point where they can be free, their spirits are free, and they just play and let it come, because by now they've gotten enough. I think that they have a pretty good inkling of what this game is all about. And while they may have thought initially, why do you have to be in condition? I think they know now. Why do you have to learn so much about man-to-man defense? Aren't we playing zones? They've learned so much. And I think that only when they sit down to think about it will they know. But I want them to enjoy themselves tremendously. And so I'm trying to adjust in every way that I can to allow that to take place.